Hey, welcome back to Cool Guitar, and let's draw the awesome looking DJ Yonder from Fortnite. So let's get started with a quick sketch, and then I will show you line by line on how you can draw this. Alright, so let's draw this, and we gotta draw in the head sideways because I think it looks a lot cooler with this llama head. So to start, we're gonna begin with the earpiece on the side. So we're just gonna draw in one circle first. Mine's a little bit wobbly, but it's okay. All right, and then from there we're gonna draw in on the inside. Just gonna draw in a little triangle. Okay, and then once you have that, I'm just gonna draw in another little triangle inside. So just a little bit of detail. Okay, and then from this circle, we're gonna draw in the hexagon around it. So for that, just kind of come to the side. You can draw two lines first, and then here you can pick a point, and then we'll just come to that point. Okay, so come down here, just make a little point, and then we're just gonna connect that. All right, so from here, we're gonna draw in his ear. So we're gonna come up from one of the sides here, and then just come up until you can close it out with a flat line. And then for some details, we can add a little circle in here, and we can add one line here. All right, so now we're gonna move on to the front, and this is gonna be his eye area here. So right on this corner here, we're just gonna come out. So it's gonna come out quite a bit. And we're gonna draw, just give that line a little bit of thickness here. So this is kind of like the brow area. Okay, and then from here, we're gonna come down here on this side. So this is kind of straight, coming down all the way to the circle area. And then we're gonna slant it down. And then from this, from the corner here, we're gonna come down and just kind of curve it and close it off. I know it's a very tricky shape to draw. Okay, and then from here, let's finish up the, we'll just keep going to the snout area. So we're just gonna slant down like this, come down. Okay, we're gonna draw a little bit of just one little rectangle there. And then we're gonna come back in. So we can start on over here, just kind of curve down like this until you can draw a horizontal line here. Okay, so let's keep going, and we're gonna keep the slant going. Slant down. And then we're gonna come down here. Slant out, the same slant as this area here. And then close that off. So that's gonna be the upper mouth area. And then now we're gonna continue this all the way past the top. So this is the lower mouth, so slant in, and then from there, we're just gonna curve it and just close it off. That's a little bit tricky. All right, and then to finish this off, I'm just gonna draw a little line there for the teeth. All right, so let's finish up the head. So for the head, we're gonna continue this on the top right here. We just draw a curve going back, and then we're gonna start here. Just kind of go around. So there's one nice curve going around, and then we're gonna straighten it out to his neck. So in here, come in, go straight down. Close it off, so that's gonna be the head. So let's just divide that up. Okay, and then to continue, well, let's finish up the little detail here. This little earpiece has some detail. We're just gonna draw in two lines in here. And then I'm gonna add a couple of lines inside, so. All right, so now let's continue on, and its body's a little bit easier than its head. I know this part is pretty tricky to draw. So for his neck, we're just gonna come down just a little bit. And then we're gonna slant it in. So this is gonna be part of the hoodie. And then for his neck, we're just gonna draw in some of these lines here. Okay, and then for his hoodie, we're gonna take this line here, continue it up slightly, come back up here, draw 2 lines slanting down, and then we're just gonna come down. This is gonna be on top of his shoulder, and we're just gonna meet up in the middle. And then we'll add in some detail here. We're just gonna add in 2 lines. And then we're just gonna add in a little bit of these lines here, just to make it look like cloth. Alright, for his hoodie. Okay, so continuing on, we're gonna draw his body. So on the corner here, we're just gonna come out to his shoulder. He's got nice wide shoulders. And then we're gonna pinch it down all the way down to his waist. Okay, so this part's a little bit tricky here. So we're gonna draw this side first. So this is his waist, and we're gonna come down on this side, coming down to his hip. Okay, and then from here, we just draw a slight line just going down like that first. Okay, and then let's fill in. We have to draw in this little detail on the side first before we draw in the bar. So in the corner here, we're just gonna come down. So these are the 2 rings on his shoulder, and then we can add in some detail. We gotta draw 1 line, and then maybe just divide that up a little bit. Okay, so 1 line, and then divide that section up. Okay, so now we can draw in this this big bar around his chest. So start about right here, and then we're just gonna connect that all the way to the bottom here. And then once you've drawn this line, then we're just gonna draw in another line just to give this some thickness here. Okay, so that's gonna be the glowing bar. So for this one, this one's a little bit longer, so we're gonna draw this one down a little bit more. Okay, so once you have that, here's the midpoint. If you come down here, just come down a little bit more on this side, and then we're gonna slant this down past this. And then we'll just close it off with a slant. You know, it's a little bit tricky because it's asymmetrical. Alright, and then once you have this, we can draw in the shirt inside here. So that one's easy. We just draw a line across. And then let's draw in his pockets here. So just draw a little rectangle shape coming in. Just go back out. And then for the zipper, we're just drawing 2 lines. And then it's got 1 more pocket up here, so this one's easy, just a rectangle. Alright, and then for the little lines and stuff, let's draw that later. Let's draw in the rest of the arms and legs first. Okay, so here is his armpit. Shoulder here, coming down. And we're just gonna give him a little bit of a bracket here for his biceps. Lower arm just kind of come out. And then we're gonna pinch it in. Close it off a little bit early. And then just add in, just extend that line and just add a little rectangle up here. Okay, and then we just got drawing some lines here. And then for his fist, come down, so his thumb, back of the fist, come down, curve, come in, and let's add in, let's save the details for later. Let's come into the side first. So same thing here, here's the armpit, shoulder coming down, and again a bracket here. Lower arm, pinch it in, just gonna close it, extend the line slightly, some details, and then same thing here for his fist, just come down, just use the other side for reference, hook it up, back of the fist, curl, and then just come in. All right, and then let's see for his fist. Okay, let's add in some details. So just add in like a little bar in here, and then a little bump in here on the back. And then for his thumb area, I'm just kind of adding a small little bar. So same thing here. One little bar here, and then a little bump. Small little bar in this. And then for his sleeve here, it's got some curve going on. There's like a bar coming down. So just kind of curl, come in like this, and then once you reach the elbow area, just kind of curve it out again. All right, and I'm just gonna give it some thickness here. It's getting a little bit tight. Okay, so curve in to the bicep like this, and then curve back out all the way down to the cuff. Make this a little bit thicker so we can actually see it. Okay, so that's the upper body, and it's got some pretty cool pants. So let's move down. So in the middle here, here's the middle. I'm gonna draw in one slant like this, back to the middle, slant going this way. So I'm just adding a little bit of crease and folding for his pants. Okay, and then on the side here, we're gonna continue. I'm gonna come in slightly, come down and just pinch it in and start here, come down, go in. And then again, let's see, his knee. So just 2 brackets, kind of pinch it in here. Okay, so let's move on to the other leg before we come down any further. So we're gonna come down, turn it in, down and in, and then bracket for his knee. Okay, so let's move down, and this part flare out, and then we're gonna pinch it in. We're gonna close it off a little bit shorter because he's got some pretty thick high tops here. Okay, so here's the high top. So we're gonna, actually that's the front part, just the flap. So just curve it, and then we're just gonna come down, close it with a slight curve, and then we're gonna draw the shoes. So come down, and then come out more on this side. And then for the sole, we're gonna add a little bit of detail. We're just gonna draw 2 lines coming in, and then we're just gonna come up slightly. And then now for the sole, we're just gonna extend this line a little bit, come down and just go straight across. All right, so the other leg's gonna be pretty much the same. So we're gonna flare out, pinch it in, use the other side for reference, close it off. And then I'm gonna extend this with a slight curve. And then we'll just pinch that in, close it with a slight curve. And then coming down, come out more on this side. And then same thing, 1 line, leave a little bit of space. And in there, just add a little bulge. Okay, and then we're gonna extend this line slightly and just come straight down. Just close it off. Okay, and then for, there's some detail here. So I'm just gonna draw in like a little smoothed out rectangle here. And let's see, yeah, it's getting a little small. I'm just gonna add 2 lines here. I don't want to go too much detail with this thick Sharpie here. Okay, and then for his pants, let's see, he's got a line here, so I'm just gonna draw in a seam. Okay, so 1 line and then same line here. All right, and then let's see, okay, now to draw in all those lines here. Those glowing lines. Let's divide this up first. So this big bar here, I'm just gonna divide it up. Looks like it's a little uneven, so just, you don't have to follow exactly, just divide it up however you like. Okay, and then for the slants here, so for this one, I'm just gonna start out here. I'm just gonna draw 1 line here, and then I'm gonna slant all the way out to the shoulder. Okay, so just remember the slant because we're gonna keep the same slant. So now we're gonna draw another one. So So these will all be different colors. So down and then same slant here, go all the way out behind the pocket. Then I'm just gonna add 3 here. 1, 2, and 3. And then there's gonna be some going this way. So again, it's the same slant as this, so just as long as you keep the same slant, it'll be correct. Okay, I'm just gonna add some lines. Alright, and then yeah, it will show a lot better once I color it, which should be pretty cool. And then for his legs, he's got a bunch of those little blocks, so we can start out with the knee area right here. I'm just gonna add 1 block, 1 square, and then right underneath it, I'm just gonna draw a smaller one. And then down here, I'm just gonna draw a longer one. So these should be pretty easy. And then up here, I'm just gonna draw 1 here. And I'm just gonna draw 2 on the sides. So just kind of go out to the sides of the pants. So I'm gonna draw 1 here. Just go out all the way to the side. And let's just add 1 more here. And that is it for this DJ Yonders. Hope you guys liked the way it turned out. And if you do, please do give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you next time.